Hey, beautiful. Relationships can be hard. And no matter what we've been through, even when we want to lose hope, even when we say, I'm never doing this again, something inside us, something inside you is always going to draw you and pull you towards facing love again, giving it another chance. How do you know that it's worth it? How do you know that you're not entering into yet another catastrophe? After a while, after a couple of terrible experiences in relationship, you begin to question yourself and lose your ability to trust your judgment. I want to share with you my determining factor for a relationship. Meaning, how do I decide that someone gets to have access to the wheel, the driving force that is my heart chakra, access to my life, a position in my life that ultimately allows them to steer the direction of my life? Self-awareness and self-care, that's what I look for. Now, people can offer a lot of words, so I'm not talking about the words. We can all use intelligent jargon and the right wording and speak the right game. I'm not talking about the words. I'm talking about energy and action, behavior. I look for a level of consciousness in the way that somebody responds and meets life and the present. A level of consciousness around who they are, their own emotions, and what matters to them and what they value and their purpose, etc. And self-care, their ability to honor themselves in their choice, take care of themselves, know how to take care of themselves, know what is good for their mental and emotional health. I can love someone unconditionally. That does not mean that I give them access to a relationship. Those are different things. I can love someone unconditionally and not have a relational experience with them, meaning they're not a part of my life. In the way that they're a part of the choices I make. They're invited into the worlds and the lives of my children. I take them into consideration when it comes to how I navigate the world. A relationship is a very different thing. I can love somebody for who they are and know that they're not right. They're not a match for me when it comes to a relationship. I don't want to give them that kind of access to my life. A relationship is a joint extension of love. It's an agreement that this is how we feel, and over and above that, I think that you and I have the capacity to actually navigate a world together. Where we share, we share in one another's emotional well-being, spiritual growth and well-being, mentally. We give of our time and our energy, and you have access to my mind, my soul, my body, my home, my loved ones, and vice versa. That we have the values and that you have the capacity to add value to what it is I've got going on. A relationship requires conditions. Love does not. Sometimes we think that when we love someone, automatically a relationship must be an extension of that. So we talk about unconditional love. You cannot be unconditional in a relationship. You can love someone unconditionally, but love is just a state of being. It's a space you hold for someone emotionally in your heart. A relationship is absolutely conditional. And we need to not blend the two, and we need to understand that they are two separate things, because you cannot be unconditional in a relationship. It's not healthy then. The conditions matter, and some people don't have the capacity to contribute to the conditions in the way that is going to serve you or add value to your joy and your love. It's not necessary for love that there are certain conditions and that you're compatible in terms of building a life together. You can love one another without any expectation. They're free to be and do whatever they want. But for a relationship, that's a choice. And so there are a certain level of requirements. It's like when you interview someone for a position, you do not want to offer someone a position that they're not equipped, that they don't have the training for, that they don't have the skills for, the capacity for, because they're going to be miserable and unhappy, and the business is going to collapse. This is why so many of our relationships collapse. We've got to start to separate the two. Love is not dependent on a relationship. You can love someone even if you're not doing a relationship. But a relationship does require love and other things. And for me, that's a level of consciousness that is a vibrational match to who I am and to the life I want, and a level of self-awareness and self-care that is a match to the kind of care I want in my life, in my home, and in my world for me. So that's how I determine whether someone is ready for and can add value to a relationship and receive and benefit from a relationship